Good evening and welcome to Lime Meadow, Alvechurch Football Club. Yes, Kettering Tuesday night football here in the pitching in Southern League Premier Central. And what an important game tonight is against Alvechurch side, who've won their last 5 games at home, 15 points, and complete contrast to their away form. And the Kettering's away form slightly better than their home form at the moment. But this is the last of Kettering's catch-up games. A win tonight, I don't want to jinx things, but a win tonight will see Kettering go top of the league with the 5th opportunity they've had to do that. Just 2 changes from the side on Saturday against Lowestoft. In comes Luca Miller and in comes Lewis White. Out goes Finley Wilkinson and Kyle Storer. Other than that, the teams are on the screen. So that is that. And of course, incredible news for Alvechurch. Both their goalkeepers have been called up for international duties. So making a debut is a young 19-year-old called Ben Close from West Bromwich Albion. Having a word with Tim Flowers before the game, and he was saying he couldn't believe that both of his keepers have got called up and puts them in a difficult position. But there we have it. Talking of goalkeepers, Dan Yezif's clean sheet against Lowestoft puts him in equal 9th position since 79-80 with 14 clean sheets. He's also the 7th keeper to keep a clean sheet on his 50th appearance for the club. This also is Ben Hart's 2nd game of his 2 suspension, and the leading goal scorer, well, one of the leading goal scorers, Dylan Hadley, has now joined AFC Telford for Alvechurch. So the sides have made quite a few changes since that game just 2 weeks ago. Kettering Town squad, we've still got Callum Powell injured, as is Devon Kelly Evans, as is Wilson, and Hart is suspended, and not sure what's happened to Declan Towers. We'll try and find out a bit about that later. So we're looking forward to this game, and Kettering are going to need to be on full alert. An amazing slope here at Lime Meadow. Got to be an 8-foot drop from one corner to the other, going away from us. Teams are coming out, and Kettering playing in red and black stripes and white shorts. Alvechurch playing in yellow and black. And lining up in front of us, referee tonight is Jamie Cond. J Cond, that name rings a bell, J Cond. But obviously Jim isn't around tonight, but they're lining up. It's a very, very hard pitch, very, very barren in places. Going to be a difficult surface to play on. And they're running to their respective positions. If you've not been here before, it's a very strange ground indeed, actually. 2 sides of it. There's only about a metre passageway behind the goal, so 2 people behind the goal and you can't move, as is the opposite. There's a main stand that we're in with no power, with seating. There's a small stand behind the goal on our left, and the rest is open to the elements, and not very inspiring indeed. Alongside me is Head of Media Doug Brown, back from your solo performance at Lowestoft.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. We're getting in around at the moment. So 2 trips to Lowestoft, and it's good to be back a little bit closer to home. But it's going to be a great game today, I think. This is a really important one as we get closer now. 7 games left as we play on a very strange pitch. As you were saying, the slope, if you get on the ground level, is unbelievable.
It is. It's always has to be difficult here. I mean, they know the slope and play to it. Obviously, it's an advantage to them. And I think we worked out it must be a good 6 to 8 foot drop from one side to the other if you go all the way along. But yeah, not many grounds like that around. Yeovil used to have one, the old Hoosh, many years ago. and that's gone, of course. And there's also one at Harrogate that was levelled up when it
That's
went 3G, and now it's back to grass. But very few of the grounds that have these amazing slopes, but this is one of them.
This is definitely one of them. It reminds me of the old St Ives pitch before they put the 3G up, but and a bit like Froome. But it's going to be interesting. But they're unbeaten for the last 5 on here, aren't they, Paul?
Well, 6, I think, in total, yes, but certainly the last 5 games they've won them all. And as I say, it's a complete contrast to the away form where they've drawn 3, won, drawn 2, and lost 3
That's right.
games. So yeah, it does make one of those losses came at Latimer Park, of course. And quite a bit of difference since then. Noel Williams has left Kettering, as said, Alan Hadley has gone to Telford, who we'll see on Saturday. But it's going to be Kettering to kick off. It's Luca Miller over the ball. And Kettering playing their white shorts, black and red stripes. And kicking from left to right to the small, well, I say stand, we're off. And the ball is with Thanodge. Plays it out wide towards Edwards. He gets a touch on it there, but that's going to be cleared by Dugmore and is for a Kettering Town throw-in. Average here, attendance-wise, for the last 3 home games for Alvechurch, has been 329. So they've had quite a few of those at home as the Kettering fans are going behind the goal. As I say, it'll be very difficult for them, Doug, to stand behind there, get 2 people in line, and that's it. You can't move.
They're all in single file.
Must be health and safety regulations there that must struggle with that. Any problem over there, and you're in trouble. Ball is cleared by Alvechurch. It's flicked on, and a good work there from Barkers. Going through on the left-hand side, good tackle by Gudger, gets it back to Powell. He sends it to Miller. Miller hooked the ball forward. It's a optimistic one. It bounces hard and goes straight into the debutant goalkeeper, the 19-year-old Ben Close. And ball with Barkers again, playing it long towards Sullivan, but he won't get there. It's very heavy pitch indeed. It's very hard, no rain. Of course, when it rains here, it's the opposite. It's like a sponge, and they have to cancel the game. Stanodge intercepts, gets the ball into the Church half. It's cleared away there by Pearce. That'll be a throw-in. Halfway in the Church half on the far side. Throw into the poppies. Powell. And tries to find Miller, and it goes out for another throw-in. Good to see young Miller back. Is it going to be Miller time today? He scored his first ever goal for Kettering against Alvechurch last season. That 1-1 draw.
Wow. Let's hope he repeats that, Paul, because we need it.
We do. Now Isaiah has left the club. He scored 11 goals in all competitions. The other 2 on double figures. Edwards and Ranger got, I think, 4 goals in 24 matches between them in recent games. So not bearing well on the scoring front.
No, this is our Achilles heel, and certainly the last couple of games. I mean, at Lowestoft, we didn't have a shot on target. We should have scored 2 actually with Kai Fifield, but unfortunately we didn't have any shots on target. But hopefully it'll be a different matter here at Lime Meadow.
Goal kick being taken then by Close. It's headed there by White. Back in the side after an absence. Ball is returned to Ben Close. And he takes a punt up forward towards Barkers. It's won by Gudger. Headed back into Sweeney. He's now the leading goal scorer on 7 is Sweeney, replacing Allen, who's left, as I say. Well won there by Edwards. But then he loses the ball on the far side. Then he's fouled in the process. Gets a foul on the far side. About 8 yards in the Alvechurch off. It's taken quickly. It comes off an Alvechurch player. That'll be a throw-in taken quickly by Miller. Miller gets a return to Powell. Powell. And it's a ricochet. And that's going to go away for... not gone out. It's cleared by Dugmore into orbit. Goes over Thanodge. It doesn't go over Powell. Miller gets the ball. Has to play it back on the far side. Back to Powell. Another foul there on Powell. He goes down. He collides with Willis. The referee gives the advantage and free kick to Kettering. on the far side there, halfway in the church half on the far side. I say they're nicknamed the church. Let's hope we don't start praying early doors.
Let's hope not. Let's hope indeed we don't have to go and do that. But Kettering free kick halfway into the Alvechurch half, right on the far side. You see this swinging in.
Yeah, we've played here twice. We've drawn 1-1 and won 3-1 in that promotion season as the free kick is taken deep towards that half there. Offside flag goes up as Gudger gets his head to the ball. Good free kick from Miller. And Close was going to take a quick one, but hasn't been able to do that. A young 19-year-old from West Bromwich Albion making his debut for the Church. Just a quick thanks to all the people, well-wishers from Saturday as I was in my deathbed. Didn't make it any better listening to sound like a drab 0-0 draw. But cleared this time by Willis, trying to find Stretton, but it doesn't. It does find Thanodge. Plays a sweeping ball towards Fifield. He won't keep that in, though. It's ground is too hard to do much with it. If you think Latimer Park is bad, you want to see this. This is awful.
Yeah.
Don't know what the ground was like on Saturday, Doug, but you said it was pretty hard as well.
Very hard, very difficult, very patchy. Probably not as patchy as this. I was going to say it's, one thing we can say, at least it's flat, but it's not.
Well, that's won by Sweeney, and then it's put out of play and a loud clunk as the ball rolls at the back and goes out of play. New ball required as Lewis White saw the ball disappear over our heads. What a loud noise that was.
Thankfully.
Thanodge wants a quick one, but that hasn't happened. A lot of movement from McClintock and Fifield. McClintock with his socks rolled down, trying to find Edwards. Edwards being manhandled, but does well. Beats one, beats two, trying to get the ball through to Fifield. He does. Lovely ball from Edwards. Fifield on the byline, puts the ball through. Nobody there. And a chance taken off the feet. McClintock blocked, handball cry cleared by the number 16, and away he goes, sprinting away, opens his leg, shows Nagandu, but he's fouled Thanodge, and a bit silly really. He was away there, was the number 16, and he got some pace about him.
He certainly has.
But it is 0-0. You listen to Poppy's TV audio, sponsored by Elgood's Brewery. Thank you, Marcus, and your team for your continued support for the mighty Poppies. As Dan Yezif comes out to take this free kick, sends it long towards Edwards. He's being marshalled by the number 5, but Edwards gets there first. To Miller, McClintock. McClintock can't win it. Wes York gets a touch, sends it out wide to Powell. Powell turns into Thanodge. Thanodge back to McClintock. McClintock squares the ball to Lewis White. Lewis White under pressure, gets it to Thanodge, places it forward towards Edwards. He can't get there. Fifield can. There's a chance here for Edwards. Is he through? Gets the ball. He gets it trapped underneath his feet, and two Alvechurch players compound matters by blocking him out of it. And it's still in play with Fifield. Cleared though. It comes off Fifield, hits him in the face, and goes out for a throw in. Fifield goes down. Took one full in the face. That'll do his looks the world of good.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I don't think he'd be too happy about that. He's on the floor at the moment, but that was there's nothing he could do. That was full pelt straight into his facial areas there.
Is that a pint of coffee you've got up there?
I have indeed, yes.
Yeah.
It's gone cold, but apart from that, I think I'll be drinking it.
Yeah, I wouldn't waste cold coffee.
No, indeed.
Well, he's up is Fifield from that blow. Seems okay. Throw-in been taken by the Church. Into the 9th minute here at the Lions. The ball is with Thanodge. Plays it out wide to Powell. And talking of Powell, Callum Powell's about to have his bionic foot taken off this week, I think, or next week. So hopefully he can start some light training. As the Church break away, here's a chance. Sweeney's up front. Doesn't arrive at him. It's cut out by Johnson. And then Powell flicks it through, only towards Barker's on the far side. He finds Crowther. Crowther got that goal at Latimer Park. Miller gets the ball through to Fifield. He turns to McClintock, sorry. He turns, gets the ball to Lewis White, powering forward. White sends it long. A chase here for Fifield. Can Fifield do much that he gets the ball? Does a little dummy there. Comes inside the penalty, being held all the time, goes down. And he regains the ball, trips over again. McClintock comes in, and that's a foul by McClintock. But there was certainly some holding on Fifield in that penalty area. The referee waved it away.
He certainly did. That was a great ball there from Lewis White. Beautifully played down the right-hand side for Kai Fifield, who's recovered from his facial injury there to be able to run straight onto that, into the edge of the 18-yard box. But referee wasn't having any of that. But a great, effervescent start from Kettering here. It's certainly a lot better than it was on Saturday, and let's hope it's a good portent.
Well, Alvechurch 11th position in the league. They're 47 points from 33 games. And Tim Flowers doing a good job with the side. As the 16 goes down, a foul there and kicked away by Gudger. Looking to get away with that. Maybe got a yellow card for pushing the ball away, but it's a good area here for the Church. There's a foul on Jonathan Nagandi. And free kick on the angle almost of the penalty area on the side nearest to us. Stretton and Sullivan over the ball. In comes Christian Pearce for 10 Penneth. Just one in the wall, I say wall, there's one person there, which is Thanodge. And the 7 and 14, looking at it, it's taken a short one to the 14. Comes inside, might try a shot, dummies, Thanodge. Goes down to the byline, gets the ball in, near post, back post, it goes by everybody. Any touch there would have been in. There's a Kettering touch on it, I think, by Johnson. It's gone for a corner. But that sweeped across the goal line there, and any touch, that would have been 1-0. But luckily, it goes for a corner.
Yeah, indeed, it should have been 1-0. There was nobody wanted to touch that because it fizzed across that 6-yard box, but it should have been that lovely work, sort of short free kick there. But it is a hell of a slope. It's a hell of a slope here as they are kicking uphill from the corner.
So corner comes in, swinging corner, headed out by Edwards. Good header, goes out on the halfway on the opposite side of the Kettering half. Throw into the Church. Are you going to the church tonight? No, I'm not. I'm going Sunday. But a throw in taken. Run by Powell, but a chance here for Stretton to get the ball over. He finds Sullivan. Sullivan back to Stretton. Comes in, headed out by Edwards. Arrives at Dugmore, who allows that to go out for a throw-in. So a little bit of pressure here for Kettering to absorb. Tim Flowers pacing around in front of his box. Or dugout, should I say. Not really a box, but a dugout. Throw-in been taken. Headed on, cleared by Gudger, and up and under. That goes out of play again. So Dugmore will get a chance to repeat the throw-in. As he does, it goes towards Sweeney, gets a little touch on it, and he gets another touch on it. Gudger will allow this, if he can, to go out for a goal kick. He can't, and it's played off an Alvechurch player, rather fortuitously goes out for a goal kick. 0-0 here in the 13th minute.
Yeah, it's interesting to say that Alvechurch are deploying a long throw approach. And we've got 3 at the back. Depends on what Lewis White's doing as well, but sometimes 3, sometimes 4. But ball's back in play from Yezef, but it goes straight out of play. Oh, no, it doesn't. Kept in on the far side. Bit of head tennis. Powell plays it forward. Great trap there from Edwards, but he was unfortunately brought up. But Luca Miller's with him. Tries to get it back inside, but it's easily picked off, and a long ball played up to Kettering. But Connor Johnson underneath that brings it down well. Thanodge plays it out here to Lewis White. Lewis White's going forward. First time ball into McClintock. McClintock turns. He's got Fifield on the right. And he's picked out. And the boys lost the ball. So Inganda comes forward. Plays a slice ball up. But Johnson has that covered out to Lewis White.
Much more control from Kettering so far in this game. And ball is with Gudger. He plays it out wide to Powell, flicks the ball forward towards Edwards, being manhandled, but nothing given by the referee. Miller can't control that one. Well won by Willis. It's with Sweeney on the far side. Church going forward. A good run here by, I'm not sure who it is, but a very good run. Still get to its Crowther. Sorry, Stretton. He had those good runs at Latimer Park ball comes in a shot. It's headed out by Powell. And McClintock gets something on it. There is Barker's tall, imposing play. Feeds the ball out to Dugmore on the far side. Poor ball from him. Straight into the arms of Yezif. He comes rushing out like a whippet. And he slows the game down as Kettering composed. He bowled the ball out to Connor Johnson. Johnson on this near side, halfway in Kettering's half. Switched it on the far side, trying to find where's York. It goes over York. It goes over the number 2. York does well under pressure. Still York with the ball. He turns. Puts the ball into Edwards. Might try a shot. He does. Edwards cuts in there. Half parried by the keeper. And he was very lucky the keeper got something on that. It's been cleared by Alvechurch. It's still in. It's with Thanodge. Good shot from Edwards. Young keeper there. Got something on it. And did enough to deny Edwards. Ball is with McClintock. McClintock switches it to Gudger on the far side. Gudger got Powell if he needs him. He doesn't use him. Headed on to Edwards, but it's given away. Edwards gets the ball back again, and again it goes to an Alvechurch player. It's with Dugmore. Gets it back to Close, who made that save. That'll done his confidence some good, although it was a half chance for the Poppies. He didn't take it cleanly, the keeper, but he got away with it. And good delivery from him. Gudger is knocked off the ball, then is adjudged to have made the foul himself. He can't believe it, but the referee has given the foul, and it will be one.
He was brought down himself there, but nevertheless, referee saw it. He's given it the other way. What's really been good is the Kettering Town attack. It's great to see Johnny Evans with his confidence there to be able to take on a shot from 20 yards and test the young keeper. And this certainly has been a characteristic of the last couple of games where we just haven't been confident enough to be able to take those types of shots. So great to see so far in the 16th minute.
So free kick then for Kettering to deal with. It's taken by the number 2. Comes in a little flick there. Cries of handball cleared by Kettering. That would have been really harsh if that had been given. But we've seen them given as Nagundu puts the ball in, headed out by Gudger towards Johnson. He turns, hooks the ball away. Only Edwards up front has been manhandled by the number 8. And it is with Dugmore on that far side. Cut out by Powell onto his head. Outside to York. He can't get there. And a punt forward straight into the arms of Yezif. He bowls the ball out to Johnson, and Kettering begin to mount something else as the ball goes forward towards Edwards. Doesn't reach him. Cut out by Howell. And that was a handball. This time the referee did see it by Sweeney. It bounced up, hit him on the hand, and he did control it. Referee saw that, and a blatant handball, Doug.
A blatant handball, we can give it that, which is followed by Johnson's handball, but thankfully referee saw the offence for the first one.
Ball then on the far side now with Gudger going forward just into the Church half. Sends it long towards Miller. Miller plays it out wide to York. York weaves inside, puts the ball in that back post area as the Thanodge goes over him and goes over everybody for a goal kick. It wasn't Thanodge, in fact, it was McClintock. Not a lot of difference in hairstyles, but
no.
But another chance. They Kettering one on target so far, and a couple of half chance shots that have just gone by. I didn't see the game at Lowestoft, but by all accounts, it was a pretty drab affair. And showing some purpose tonight, though, Doug.
I think so, definitely. And some application and a bit of gumption up front, which is great. Lewis White throws the ball forward, trying to find Edwards. It's intercepted. But played forward again, then it'll go straight out again. But yeah, there seems to be a lot more positive movement and attitude for the Poppies players here.
What is strange, onto my right-hand side, there is Three Counties Radio, which is Hales Owen, are actually broadcasting this for their fans.
Indeed. Indeed.
Never seen that one before. We've never broadcast another team's game. Never matter how important it is, but they are here. As Gudger switches the ball over to Johnson. He has to react quickly. Gets it to White. Has to wait for the bounce. Sends it up and under forward. There is York. Offside goes the flag as out comes Close to catch the ball. The Kettering fans massed behind the goal in what can only be described as a walkway around there. It's pretty poor, to be fair. Gudger beaten to it from the goal kick. There's a foul on Thanodge, ignored by the referee. Away goes Sweeney, but Gudger clears it. And that goes out of play for a Church throw-in. Howell with it. He finds Barkers. Finds Powell. Powell trying to get York. York on that far side. Turns. Still York with the ball. Plays it back to Gudger. Gudger sends it long towards Edwards. Edwards again being manhandled, but cleared by Pearce. Thanodge fouled in the process here. This time the referee sees it. Just inside Kettering's half on the far side. 0-0 if you've just joined us. 20 minutes we're into. Kettering with the only chance, really, a reasonably good save from the debutant goalkeeper, stopping a difficult shot as Gudger puts the ball forward. Tries to find Edwards. Edwards gets onto it. Out at wide to Fifield. To McClintock, McClintock to Thanodge. Thanodge trying to find Edwards. There's York, gets the ball in. Can it be cleared? Miller turns, shoots, and it goes into the arms of the keeper. He turned, spun, and he took a little deflection to the keeper, taking the power off it, and goes in. Of course, as I said earlier, Miller scored his first goal in the opposite goal last season here in that 1-1 draw.
Yes.
I think that was Jim Lemaire's second game in charge.
Well,
temporary charge that was. The first being Mikolova Sports.
Oh.
Headed by Thanodge from the goal kick out wide to York. York being badgered, sends a good ball towards Edwards, but that's cut out by Pearce. Thanodge gets the header though, but again Willis doing well on that far side. It's been pumped forward. The chase here for Howell and Gudger, and it's down by the corner flag, goes out, and that is a Church throw-in. Gudger can't believe it. He's saying to the assistant referee over there, I don't think you're quite right there at linesman. I think that was definitely a Kettering throw-in or words to that effect.
He is a very polite player.
He is. No blaspheming, I don't think.
Oh, none of that, especially not to the Church.
Not to the Church, no. Well, it is a throw-in on the far side. It's going to be a long one by the setup, it looks like. In it comes. A touch on there. Cleared by Thanodge towards McClintock. He can't win the ball. And away goes Sullivan. Being pressed out wide. And that's going to be cleared by Fifield to White. Miller can't win it. It's gone a bit scrappy at the moment. But the Church trying to find their way through. They're weaving their way through. Good ball this time. And out to Sullivan. He finds Howell, back post, and it's headed out. There's a chance here. Might be a shot. Comes in. It does come in. Gudger gets a footing. Cleared by Miller, but not cleared enough. Barker's trying to get the ball out. That should be a Kettering throw in. The arms go up and is on that far side. Gudger got a foot in. It wasn't going to trouble Yezif, I don't think, but he did enough. And it remains 0-0 here in the 23rd minute. Not that you need to be reminded, but on Saturday there's a small fixture cropping up at Latimer Park against AFC Telford United. Please get there early, as we are expecting a large crowd. The game is segregated, and by all accounts, I think the Telford fans are in the Morrison's or the ProSaw stand.
Yes.
So that is Saturday, but we're here Tuesday night, and as I said, if Kettering should win this game, they go top of the league by 1 point. Throw-in been taken. McClintock gets a head on it to Miller. Miller tries to find himself, which he does. Then he gives the ball away to Dugmore. He puts it in. It's a loose ball, though, intercepted by Powell. He loses the ball, though, and there's a chance on the far side, but rather scrappily put away. It's a foul on Powell, and that will be a free kick. Yezif comes out to take it. So the average here for the last 5 games is 329. I think there's probably more than that this evening.
A few from Kettering over there, and in the single file alley that is the way to our right.
I've seen toilets with more room in than that, at football grounds, but there is Gudger on that far side. Sends it long towards York. He's knocked off the ball. It's a throw in to the church. Dugmore wiping the condensation off it. It's going quite cool here now. A lot of bobble hats around and scarves. Doug's coffee's gone extremely cold.
Yeah, ice is forming.
Ice is forming. It'll be a latte then. Is that a latte, is it? Or
it's a cold brew. I think that's what we call it.
Cold brew. As the ball is with McClintock. McClintock trying to race the ball through. Get through towards Fifield. Fifield being pushed out wide, the penalty area. Goes one way, goes to try to get the ball over. A little dummy there, still with the ball. Fifield puts the ball in. Nobody there to follow that one up. There's Edwards. Edwards misses his kick, goes down, falls down to the jeers. And the Church get the ball away, but only towards Thanodge, though. Thanodge out wide to Powell. Powell being manhandled, gets the ball through to Edwards, puts the ball in, tries a shot, and that's a weak one, goes into the arms of Close, and it remains 0-0.
Does indeed. Another long-range shot there from Johnny Edwards. He had the early one, he was blocked in the 18-yard box, but he's not going to be backward and coming forward when it comes to getting an opportunity. If he sees a goal, he'll shoot for it. Cisse plays it forward. Lewis White underneath that. Luca Miller pivots in midfield, plays a ball out to York, tried to get Kai Farfield back into the game, but it's intercepted again. Ball goes into midfield. Lewis White picks the ball up, marauds going across into the area, back out to Wes York. Wes York cuts inside. He's got nobody else with him. He's still going. He's past one. He's past two. He's past three. Right on the far side, gets the ball across, but easily cut out there by the Church as they got a 1-2 as they come forward.
He did all the right moves there, didn't he, until the final ball. The ball is being played out lovely by Willis on the far side. And it is Howell trying to beat Gudger. He goes out for a goal kick. Gudger did enough to deny Howell. Quickly taken by Iezif. Gets Lewis White the chance to come forward, but he plays it back into centre to Thanodge. Thanodge is attempted. Cross is cut out by Miller. Then he loses the ball straight away to Sullivan. And it's back with Barkers, and then out on the far side, running away is Crowther. Still down that side, cut out for a throw-in on the far side. Well, Kettering have had the two chances. I wouldn't say goal-scoring opportunities. The shot from Edwards, half parried by the keeper. And another half chance, but nothing more. The USA were goal-bound. Alvechurch haven't created anything yet in front of goal. Just a cross that went over the line and no one was there to stab it in. It's been flicked on this time, though, headed out by Johnson. And York can't get there. Thanodge is fouled, and that will be a free kick just outside the penalty area. Yes, he wants to take it quickly, does so. He takes it from the wrong place, but the referee lets him get on with it as Johnson finds McClintock. McClintock, socks rolled down, switches it on the far side to Gudger, who takes a heavy touch but goes forward. Gudger back to Thanodge. He turns in the centre circle. Back to McClintock. McClintock has to play it back to Johnson. Connor Johnson takes a look up. Plays it out wide to McClintock. McClintock, Stephen Manaman lookalike, plays it long towards Fifield. It's headed out by the number 6. It arrives at Thanodge. Over his head to McClintock. Puts it forward to Edwards. And Kettering get the throw in. It wasn't Edwards, it was White. Not a lot of difference between them, admittedly, but it is a throw in. White takes it, trying to find said Edwards. But he loses the ball, regains it, does well. Under pressure, flick through. Can Fifield get there? He's putting a lot of pressure on the number 6. He plays it out of play, does Howell. And that will be a Kettering Town throw-in by the corner flag on this right-hand side of the ground. Taken by White to McClintock. McClintock puts the ball in. There's Edwards. He can't get anything on it. Nor can Thanodge. The ball comes out. And McClintock gets a head in. Finds Miller. Switches it to Powell on the far side, just inside the Church half. Sends it towards a foul there on. Can't see that's gone down there. Looks like it's Powell has been fouled. And it will be a free kick to Richard Lavery's side. Well, he's taken. Incidentally, little ditty from Martin Bellamy. On this day in 2011, we played Darlington. And playing for Darlington is that man Byrne, who scored Newcastle's first goal in that Carabao Cup final. So there he is. He got an England call-up. He's won the Carabao Cup. He scored a goal at Wembley, and he's played against Kettering. What more could you want than that? Comes in the free kick there is Johnson. He can't get. He's got the second attempt to Gudger, puts the ball in. Keeper comes out well, catches it on the line at head height. No power in the header, and the young keeper so far not been troubled too much. Edwards was behind him just in case he fumbled, but he didn't. And ball sent long, but cut out. Goes out for a throw on that far side into the 30th minute of this game. 0-0. And this is the Popish TV audio, sponsored by Elgood's Brewery. Myself, Paul Cook, and head of media, Doug Brown, bringing you this broadcast on a chilly Tuesday night under the lights. Yes, Gudger, that was rather agriculturally put into orbit, and it's still in play, believe it or not, as Sweeney gets the ball back, and it's back with Stretton. He plays it out wide to Howell. Howell plays the ball back to Pearce. Sends it long, a little flick on there. And Willis doing well down in the corner flag. Willis fending off White, but White does enough, gets it to McClintock. He clears it. Only Edwards up front. He takes it on the chest, and then he's fouled off the ball. Fouled by Howell. And just inside the Kettering's half. Referee just telling us a push by the number 6, and I think he's going to have a word. It wasn't a booking offence, I don't think, Doug, but he's having a quick word with him. It's the number 5, actually, Christian Pearce.
Yeah, he's just having a chat
an
with him.
Accumulation of little touches, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's had a torrid time with Edwards. They've been tussling all the way through this first half. The referee's just explaining to Johnny Edwards what happened. Johnny Edwards was very unlucky not to go into the book on Saturday, just because the amount of verbal verbiage and volley that he was firing towards that referee. But thankfully, this referee seems to be pretty good so far, and we're just about to get back underway. Free kick just in Kettering's half.
Johnson then takes it on the far side towards York. York allows for the bounce, does well under the pressure, gets it back to Powell, sends it long. Edwards can't get there. It's cleared high into the night sky. Goes over Gudger. Sweeney is beaten to it and nodded the ball back to Yes. He thought about delivering it to White straight away, but doesn't. Rolls it towards Johnson. Johnson coming forward, halfway in Kettering's half. Johnson out wide to White. He doesn't get there, but he goes out for a Kettering throw-in right in front of us. So I'm pleased that Lewis White's back in the side. So far, he's been very composed, won everything, pinched about 10 yards of that throw, and that's allowed as Edwards is being fouled all the time. Miller gets the ball back to Edwards. Edwards 2 or 3 round him. Ball back to White. White puts it to Gudger in the centre in Kettering's half. He'll switch it, I would think he does, to Powell. It's a poor ball there from Gudger, and Powell had to react quickly. They've had to stretch for this, and somehow it arrives at the number 16 for Alvechurch. Good little touch there by Sweeney, and that is a foul by McClintock. It's halfway in the Kettering half, and he's still down. This is a good distance for the Church if they have a dead ball specialist, which every team seems to have. Yes. It is a good opportunity here to put Yezif under pressure, and the sports therapist being asked to come on and have a look at said injured player. Let a shiver down my back.
It's cold, isn't it?
What
It
I
really
want.
is cold here.
The lurgy all last week, which was nice.
I was going to say, it's good to get your dulcet tones back.
Well, I rather wanted a break from it. I rather just listen to you. To be
It's good to get. Sometimes you need to put your feet up in the warm. I wish we could
The
today.
wife
Here.
wasn't impressed, though. I mean,
Really?
being off on a Saturday, she. So
I thought she'd find you some jobs to do.
well, too ill.
Oh, you took. Of course. So yes, indeed. And the
But,
rugby was on.
yeah, that was all right, wasn't it? The rugby, and then to my sins, I watched Leicester yesterday.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
Man United. Yes, Man United.
absolutely abysmal. You're missing nothing as there's treatment
There's
going on
nothing
here. That's why
happening
we're
here.
waffling away here. But it's going to be a free kick to be taken, and he's inching the ball forward a few more yards. That's at least a yard. He's moved it before the referee comes over. It's Stretton. Oh, the referee's pointing at the spot he wants it taken from. And Sweeney and Stretton and Pearce around the ball. And that isn't 10 yards. Referee's now pacing out the 10 yards. There's 2 in the wall at the moment. 3 in the wall now. York and Miller and Thanodge are all in the wall. Still doesn't look 10 yards to me, but we'll take it. Stretton over the ball with Sweeney. And whistle goes. It's going to be, who's going to take this? Sweeney. It is Stretton puts one in high and wide and over. And that goes out for a goal kick. 36 minutes, 0-0 here at the Lie Meadow Alvechurch. And at this point, if Kettering get a draw, they'll be on 61 points, I think it is it?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody else is on 63.
So Johnson moving forward, sent it out wide towards York. York being pressurised by Dugmore, but York doing well. He's got Powell with him. He wants to use him. He doesn't. Gets the ball back to Thanodge. He takes a touch, gets it through to McClintock. McClintock gets the return, and then it's back in here. Edwards flicks the ball through. The chance here for Kettering. They can't get the ball in the net when it's cleared somehow. There's a half chance there from Fifield, and Edwards couldn't get the ball controlled on that bumpy surface. And Alvechurch cleared the ball. And there's a foul on Gudger that's been missed, and Alvechurch trying to break away. And it is with the number 6. He does well, does Howell, bursting forward. He's got nobody with him at the moment. Here comes the number 16, Nagandu. He goes out wide. He's got a bit of space. He puts the ball in, cut out by McClintock. And that goes out for throwing on the halfway line. And trying to cheat there with the throw. Only 20 yards out, 20 yards in the wrong place.
I know it's cold, but he can use his 10 digits on his hand to count how far he was away from where he needed to be there.
Some clowns down here reckon it was being taken from the right place. And now it is on the halfway line where it should be. And he's still pinched for 5 yards, running forward with it. But another throw in to Alvechurch. It came off Fifield. And it was Howell again. Edging towards half time. As I say, Alvechurch's home record, very good indeed. And ball has gone out of play for a goal kick. So although a draw wouldn't do Kettering many favours up the top, getting a draw here on their record is pretty good.
It would be very good. And you can see why they've been so effective here. They're a busy team. They press the ball very well. They're quite physical up front as well. The sort of Goodyear and Sweeney clash has been great to see. Ball's played forward. Lewis White with a great tackle there. It goes forward now. Barker's trying to come back. Fifield's chasing. It goes back to Cisse, who clears the ball. Thanodge gets his foot in there, but it'll go out for a throw to the Church just about halfway into their half. It should be taken by a Howell. Referee's assistant making sure that he takes it from the right point this time. Yeah, they're a very physical side, but very busy at it as well. Ball comes in.
Throw been taken. White gets ahead to it, but Miller can't win it. The ball's being placed back to the keeper. Edwards trying to chase him down. The keeper does well. Confident, strong, gets the ball out. Goes towards Gudger, gets a head on to it. So it's out by York on the two 5 foot on. I think it is York on the far side, but he loses the ball. There's a bit of a melee there, and McClintock wins it back to Gudger. Gudger turns, not sure what to do with it, plays it out wide, and Powell has to stretch and loses the ball into it. So it's a poor ball from Gudger. Here is Dan Sweeney. Sweeney going one way, puts the ball out wide, offside, cries, nothing happened. It go out towards a corner. It's been kept in, and it is a throw-in eventually to Alvechurch. All that came from that poor ball from Gudger to Powell, who was stretching away and couldn't win it, lost the ball, and Alvechurch broke forward and have a throw-in, which could have been a corner, and Kettering under a little bit of pressure as we go into the 40th minute here of this first half of this pitching in Premier Central game. And as I say, not too many chances from either side. And this could be one here for the Church, but it's hooked away. Back to Sweeney. Sweeney out to Dugmore, puts the ball in, caught on the line by yes, if he bowls the ball out quickly towards McClintock. McClintock now opens his legs, comes inside. Still McClintock going to switch it. No, he's not. He decides to go this way. He's going to lose the ball in a minute. Gets the ball through to Edwards. Edwards comes inside, does well, and then falls over his foul. That should be a booking. And Edwards was away there, dragged him back. That is a free kick. And really, that should be a yellow. Referee having a quick chat. I'm not sure if he's going into the book. Can't see who it is.
Can't quite see at the moment. That was a lovely turn there from.
It was Nagandu who has been spoken to by the referee. I don't think he went into the book. And but it is a decent position here for the Poppers. It's on the angle of the penalty area, just a couple of yards in front of that on the right-hand side. So that wall needs to be paced out, which the referee is now doing. I don't know why players always stand about 3 yards in front of the ball and expect to get away with it. You know, they must be as bright as dishwater at times, but it's Miller then with the opportunity to put a ball in. Up goes the arm. Miller with the free kick, outswing him. There's a chance here, and it does hit a Kettering player, but it goes straight into the arms of the keeper. Good ball in from Miller.
Very good ball. It attacked well just on the edge of the 6-yard box there, but went straight into the arms of Cisse there, resplendent in all purple. And ball goes right up to Sweeney. It's headed out. McClintock gets another header on it, but it comes back. They're now going forward. The Church on the right-hand side, going into the area, looking to try and get a pass through, which they do. Out to Sullivan. Sullivan crosses the ball, but that was a wasted opportunity from a Church point of view as it goes sailing over Yesef's bar and down the slope. Thought we might lose the ball there, but it's back again now, and Dan Yesef has now got that. Plays it out short to Johnson.
Johnson then on the higher part of the ground. It's a different time zone in this half to the other half of the ground with the slope. We're trying to find York. He can't. And Dugmore gets the ball on the far side. Dugmore sends it long, but no one's there. Got straight into the arms of yes. If he bowls the ball straight back out to Gudger. Gudger looks up, moves forward a few yards with the ball, takes a stop, touches the ball forward, tries to find Edwards. He finds Miller, and that will be a throw in to Alvechurch on the far side. As two players came together, and Miller got the final touch as it went out of play. Dugmore with the throw in, and getting nearer and nearer to the 43rd minute of this first half. Been no injuries, I think. There was one injury, wasn't there? Yeah,
just the one.
So there might be a minute of added time. Throw in to Kettering, taken quickly, and it's almost reached Edwards, but it didn't. And good work there from Miller, forcing Dugmore out of play. And it is a throw in to the hosts. And it is going to be taken now, which it is, on that far side. And referee blows his whistle. Not sure what's going on there. There's a player on the floor. A bit of naughties there, do you think?
A bit of naughties on the far side in front of the home dugout there, but
Tim Flowers is out there, no doubt giving his 10 penneth. I like old Tim. Had a few words with him before the game, and I'll never forget him saying that Latimer Park's pitched like a pudding, He was dead right in those days. The ball is with Alvechurch on the far side, and there's a chance for them to get the ball in. Sweeney gets the ball through to the number 7, Stretton. It goes down, and Gudger goes down. Cries of penalty from the home side. Nothing given. The ball with Thanodge coming away from it. Thanodge gets McClintock away. McClintock has got has to check back. I'm losing my voice, Doug.
Can't blame you for that. Good ball from Fifield. Fifield takes it on the inside, and he's well policed there by the Church's number 6. He managed to get a foot in there, and Hal puts it out for a Poppy's throw here. Lewis White has it just about 18, just on the edge, I suppose, of the 18-yard box, if you think about it that way. He's looking for some support. There's nobody there around him at the moment. Gives it to McClintock, back to Lewis, under no pressure, back to Thanodge. Puts a ball in right to the far side to try and get Wes York in, which he has to duck. He gets the ball well, traps it, turns in on the apex of the 18-yard box, thinks about a cross in, waits, but then he's got his pocket picked there, and it goes back to McClintock. He picks it up in midfield.
Voice has returned slightly as the ball has been put forward towards Edwards. He heads the ball on, and it goes through to the keeper. And we're into the final minute here, and 1 minute of time.
1 minute's up on the disco board at the far side there, so referee's called that right, I think. There's only just one stoppage. Cisse kicks the ball long, good kick actually, Goodyear underneath that. Gets it as far as York. Intercepted then by Crowther. Crowther goes forward to Sullivan. Just lovely play out there from the Church as they get into the 18-yard box. Kettering, a little intricate play. Sweeney pivots, but Goodyear wasn't having any of that, and he was just fouled as he went through there. So a free kick to Kettering inside the 18-yard box. They're a very free-flowing side when they get the ball to their feet, and certainly causing some issues to the Kettering back three. But they're coping very well with it at the moment, as Dan Yesef places the ball on the 18-yard line, just ready to kick that on the lower part of the slope. I'm sure they've got a ski run around here somewhere. Yesef plays it forward, and that's the referee has just blown for the end of that first half. So here at Lime Meadow, we have a situation where we've got Alvechurch 0, Kettering Town 0, and we're off to get warm, and hope you enjoy whatever you're imbibing, and we'll see you on the other side.